The exercises that are going to help you lose belly fat. When you see individuals go from a physique like this to a physique like this, even myself, when I go from looking like this to looking like this, where my belly fat is gone, my lower back fat is gone, I'm going to talk about the exact exercises that you need to be performing to make this happen, and we're starting right now. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and I want to break down a question that I got because it's a good one and it's been coming around a lot. And I think sometimes these types of questions get a lot of attention online, so I want to address it and explain what I consider myself to be is a fat loss expert, okay? I am one of the top prep coaches in the world, okay? I coach athletes that compete at the highest levels of this sport. And after doing it for 15 years, I've learned a lot about the human body. I myself have gone through this process many times of shredding down, losing body fat, losing that stubborn belly fat. And I want to talk about the exercises, the diet, the cardio, how it all plays a key role. And the question that I got, which I'll put on the screen here, is basically like, hey coach, I saw this video. How effective do you think these exercises are for helping you lose body fat? So the individual that made this video, it's got a lot of views. And so I was immediately like, okay, let's look into it. It's a very well-made video, some great exercises. But let's talk about what actually happens when we lose body fat. Fat loss is down to creating a situation where your body fat is burning more fat throughout the day than it is storing. This is done through diet, through activity. When it comes to core control or building the muscles of the core, the work that you're seeing in these type of videos, you do some scissor kicks, you do some kicks, and you see the individual doing them and she's got a great physique and no body fat on her stomach. But understanding that at no point are you going to lose body fat from doing this workout, okay? You may notice you have a little more core control, some strengthening, which is a wonderful thing. There's no negatives to having better core control. But I don't want there to be a confusion that exercise or resistance training is going to create fat loss. Now, the idea behind this video is that exercising an area is going to create fat loss in that area. This is the theory of spot reduction. And so to understand this, I'm going to make it very simple. The only way to reduce body fat from a certain spot on your body is to lose body fat everywhere until that spot goes away. My favorite correlation is the pool analogy. I want you to think of a pool of water, like in your backyard. The water at the bottom of the pool, for most of us, that's going to be things like our lower belly, our lower abdomen. How do you get that fat off? You can't reach into the bottom of the pool and pull that water out. It doesn't work. You've got to lose all the layers of body fat at the top of the pool till you get there. This is something that happens for us competitors. We diet down to such low body fat levels, get to such extreme levels of low body fat, we see muscles and separation that no one else will ever see, okay? And this is where you'll see individuals start to talk about how to lose lower back fat, lower belly fat. This young lady that made this video, she's obviously very lean and she looks great. However, at no point has she lost body fat through doing things that are in this video. The crux of fat loss comes down to creating an approach, which I've talked about ad nauseum, between your activity throughout the day. I've talked about the fact that I only do walking for cardio, through your nutrition, and I talk about the fact that there are no bad foods. However, you've got to create a sustainable approach, and depending on how much body fat you have to lose, listen, for men, lower belly fat, you're gonna have to get 12% or below. Women, lower belly fat, sometimes it's 18%, sometimes it's 20. Women tend to store a little bit more body fat from the waist down. So women might actually get a tight core before their lower bodies lean out a little bit. So there is some variation there. And I've worked with a lot of female physique athletes where I've seen their entire upper body be shredded and there's still some body fat on the lower body. But at no point should we start to think, okay, if I do these core exercises as seen in these videos, well, I'm going to see the results that this person has, okay? Really, the only way you're going to see the results that she has is by reaching her body fat level. And she's very lean. She's probably approaching 15% for a female, maybe even lower. She's just a tiny human. And so the issue is thinking that, okay, if you do the exercises that she's doing, that you're going to have the core that she has. And while you may have the core stability and the core strength, getting the body fat off is really what's going to create that. Now, If you guys are not familiar with how to create a caloric deficit, I have a free calculator. It literally comes down to what you take in and what you expend throughout the day. Learning how to do that in a consistent manner means you don't have to do any type of cardio you don't like. You don't have to eat any foods you don't like. You don't have to avoid any foods that you do love. There will be periods of accountability where you need to understand, okay, just what am I taking in? What are the benefits of this? And this is what this channel is all about. So hit subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, because I really want to help you guys reach the physique that you're after, give you the tools so that you can do it yourself. That's why I have the calculator. And if you're looking for coaching, I have free consults. But if you look at my history, what I'm trying to do is just keep the reality there for you guys to understand and not have false expectations, okay? I want to set you guys up for success. So if you have questions, answer below, but no exercise program is going to help you lose belly fat. Belly fat is going to come down to how low your body fat is, and are you at a place where your body fat is going to reveal those details. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you tomorrow.